So thank you all for being here. So we're so glad to have such a great crew. Today, we are joined by Drew Samples, and he is the VP of Sales and Marketing for Indital US. And he will be showing us a new product that will be coming to the market later this month that we're really excited about. So Drew, go ahead and take it away.
Hey, thank you, Tara. I appreciate you guys having it and spending time with us and allowing us to, officially launch IAM Design Plus. It's a new product that the mothership out of Italy has come up with in these trying times to do our part to help stop the spread of viruses and bacteria through the general contact that we come in place with handrails and door handles and the like. To give you guys a little brief background on the company. First off, can everybody see the presentation?
I see it.
All right, so then we'll move on there. We did put a few slides together for us to go through, but IAM Design and Indital are a part of a global company called the Gonzato Group, 16 locations globally. IAM Design is our stainless steel brand of products, and IAM Design Plus is our new revolutionary product that we're coming to market with that actually takes our old stainless steel and puts a coating on it. So it's pretty revolutionary, and it gives several features and benefits that we'll talk about during the slides. So again, open questions, please bring them as much as possible, and we'll get started on it. So the company partnered with some researchers in Italy to look at contaminations and to look at bacteria, microorganisms, and viruses, and to try to see what type of safety can they bring to the products. So by doing that, they identified the problem with COVID and the world pandemic that we've just all gone through and are still going through, and we're in the back phases of. And it was the transmission of bacteria and viruses on surfaces in public spaces, whether it's your home, commercial, schools, kindergartners, elementary, college, and even in public buildings. And we're like, well, what can we do? So they partnered with 2 universities in Italy to come up with a nano-based silver ion technology that can be applied to current products that we make. So there's the revolutionary piece on this product line. So they first started off with identifying what they can do to help during this crisis, and then started applying technology. Now there is patents on this product. There's actually several patents. There's several tests that we've done, and we'll show you guys some of that stuff on down in the presentation as well. So what is IAM Design Plus? It's a revolutionary technology that protects 24/7. So it actually kills 99.9% bacteria. It's an antibacterial coating that actually goes on top of stainless steel or any metal substrate. So we can literally put that on iron, stainless, steel, aluminum, but we're just launching it today, this month, on our stainless steel product line, which is IAM Design Plus. Again, it kills 99.9% of bacteria. We also have just got certification last month of killing COVID. So the COVID strains, it will eliminate those. And I'll talk to you about the technology and how that is applied to the handrails and how it's activated and how it works. So it's a really neat process. So IAM Design in a nutshell, plus antibacterial. It's a silver nano technology. So silicone based, so it can be applied into a hard shell. All right, so what it does is the process starts with the raw stainless steel material. We coat it with this coating. It's a silicone based. It has nano silver particles inside that coating. and it coats the whole handrail itself and all the handrail supports. And that nanotechnology is activated on touch. And I'll show you guys here in a little bit a slide that'll show you that. It is ISO certified out of Europe. So it's been tested to pass the chemicals and to the highest standards that we could possibly do it. We applied it to our system that is modular. Okay, so you've got your handrail links that are 10 and 20 foot longs, but then you have your elbows, your joiners, your connections. So we've applied this to 65 different components. So making a customized system is easy for you guys. We even have a touch-up kit for when you have to do welding and cutting to it. So it is 100% customizable as well. So just about any project we can fit this product on for your needs. It's easy to clean as well. And what I mean by that, soap and water is all you need. To give you perspective on that, it's like a ceramic coating on your car. Once you clean and buff your car and you put that coating on, material has a very hard time adhering to it because you've actually filled all the pores on the paint or in the stainless. So by doing that, dirt and debris can't adhere to the surface. So that's why only soap and water is all you need to clean it. Now, the downside to the silicone-based coating, do not use acidic-based cleaners on it because it will attack the actual coating and start breaking it down. So, green stuff, big purple, all those type of heavy degreasers, don't use them, just soap and water. Because it fills in all the voids, again, it inhibits dirt from adhering, and it also gives you a layer of extra protection for the UV elements. So what we found after doing a salt spray test of 720 hours, there was actually no rust on the surface or in the joints on the stainless steel. So it gives you not only the bacterial and the microbial resistance and killing, it also helps the longevity of the product. And it's 100% safe for public use. So again, no maintenance required other than soap and water. It gives you a hard, durable coating on top of the handrail, so it gives it actually longer lasting longevity.
Drew, I'm going to stop you for just a moment. We have a chat comment that says alkaline from Herb. Do you?
Yep. So acidic, avoiding alkaline. That would be a citrus-based cleaner. They're like Orange Clean.
Yes.
Don't use it.
So don't take Goog onto that rail or.
Correct.
Go orange, sure.
Correct. Good question, Herb. All right. Again, this slides, we built this to give you guys the sense of the treatments applied, all right, at our factory. It was developed by the University of Padua and Ferrara. So we have all of the documentation if you guys ever needed that to present it to architects, engineers, project managers. The ISO certification, we have that documentation as well as the salt spray chamber test. All of it PDF, readily available for you. Okay, and on the resistance to corrosion, it's the European standard that they used, which I think is on par with the US standard, but it's EN 1970. So again, all this presentation is available to you guys after the call with our launch catalog. We'll be able to email it out to anybody that would like it. So, why did we come up with this? I've already touched on it. Private homes, public spaces, kindergarten, schools, hospitals, and medical clinics. It's another layer of protection. And Tara and I were talking about this. COVID gave us a sense of and heightened about our environment and what we touch. I mean, we were joking about walking into a bathroom and there's the finger plate, the push plate, and you see the fingerprints on the push plate and you're like, oh, where do I touch this? Do I use my hand? Do I use my rear end? Do I kick the door open? But it really gives us a sense of it. Well, with this technology, you can feel safe on it. Now, you're probably asking, well, how do we know if the handrail has it, right? We are selling logoed antibacterial IAM Design Plus end caps to go on the handrails. That's the only way you'll be able to tell that it is an IAM Design Plus handrail, is that logo, because the product looks identical. It's a clear coating that goes on it. So if you get it spec'd, if you want to purchase it, I highly recommend using the logo end cap so you can promote it out there. So a little more about the technology and the different viruses and bacteria that it kills. It actually has been tested to kill 650 species of germs, to include E. coli, salmonella, and the others. These silver ions, again, are perfectly safe for humans, and it's actually a technology that's been out there quite a while. It starts killing on contact. So you transmit it to the handrail. When you put it on there, you leave your germs and the bacteria behind. It automatically starts the process. And within 2 full hours, that virus or bacteria is neutralized. And what it does is the silver ion attacks the cell wall. So in this, you'll see it. It's activated, the silver nanos are there, they're moving around, they're doing their thing. The bacteria is introduced to the handrail. The silver ion immediately goes to it and starts attacking it until it gets inside the cell wall. And then when it does that, it neutralizes the bacteria or virus from replicating on the surface. So basically within 2 hours, it's totally eliminated. Totally eliminated. And what's really cool, I took the family down to Universal earlier this year, and we rode about 25 of their high-end rides. And at every one of the rides, they had somebody there wiping down the handrails. 25 full-time employees wiping down the handrails. Now, somebody can take this technology, go do a sales pitch to Universal, Disney, or any theme park and say, well, we can give you 24-hour protection and you don't have to have somebody wiping it down because of this technology. There's the win for everybody in this. It's a cost savings for operations in these buildings and these theme parks. So it's a pretty dang good thing, in my opinion. Again, this one here, it talks about, how fast it works. It's working 24/7. Standard handrails, the bacteria just stays on there. It doesn't have any means of neutralizing it. But with IAM Design Plus, you basically you're gonna get E. coli. You're 99.9% likely, if you touch that handrail where that E. coli is, you're taking it and putting it onto your system. But with IAM Design Plus, 0. So again, this is a good tool to be used out there in the marketplace to say, hey, it's safety without supervision. Our handrails, we're applying this. We've got handrail, wall supports, newel posts, glass balustrade tops, right? Handles, and we can also customize it. These are all the type of solutions that this product line can be applied to and that we are looking to do. So we're launching here later this month with 65 items. It's going to be our round and square stainless steel line. So it's basically your handrail support up. All right. We have the ability to put it on 3,000 IAM Design parts and pieces. We can also, for all of the custom homes that are being built out there that want wrought iron or custom wrought iron commercial projects, we can apply it to that as well. So we have the ability to launch, apply, and then customize to your project's need. Our target customers, again, are hospitals, schools, airports, museums, you name it. The hospitality construction, especially for the baby boomers that are doing 55 and up projects, okay? Multiple hotel projects, right? Medical buildings, all the alike. So again, it's a product that is available to you guys to go out and sell and show a value to your consumers or to your customers and give us a leg up in the marketplace, because we own, or IAM Design's patent on this product is global. So we have that technology locked up as far as the US and as other markets. And I wanted to say thank you for your time and questions.
Awesome. Thank you, Drew. So everybody, please unmute yourselves at the bottom left-hand corner of your screen. Feel free to turn your cameras on so that we can see you, but go ahead and ask any questions you have for Drew.
I've got a question, Drew. We've done hospitals and stuff for the past several years, and the countertops, whether it be a solid surface or whatever, has had a similar additive or protection applied to them, and it was a huge selling point for the contractor we were working for, since all they do is schools and hospitals.
Right.
Is this technology the same, or do you know anything about that technology?
I do not know anything about it. I would think it would be similar, but it most likely doesn't have the nanotechnology, because that's where the patent comes in, right? With the silver ions, okay, and it being active, like literally they're active behind the scenes, moving around in the coating, or it wouldn't have been patentable. So, but good question. I mean, I'd love to know what that product is and to do a little more research so the sales guys, you know, can spread that wealth and say, hey, it's similar, but here's the difference between the two.
Okay. And how long does it last before you have to reapply it?
75 years. Wow. I forgot to mention that. Yeah, 75 years.
And I guess you can get us the data that we could use for the architects on this? 100%.
Yeah, the data sheets, the BIMs, the CADs, all that kind of good stuff, the testing data, we can get you all of it, Rusty.
Okay, I can see this being a huge thing in the market today.
Yeah.
Hi, Drew.
Yes.
What happens if they do clean off with, let's say, that goof off or whatever they're not supposed to, or if a dog chews on it, does that take the coating off? You know?
It is very, the coating is very hard, right? But if it does come off, or I'm going to give you an example of you're constructing the handrail system and you've had to make several cuts, which that automatically is going to take out the coating. Mm-hmm. You're going to have a kit that you're going to be able to do and fix, right? All those joints. So it literally gets reapplied with a sponge paintbrush. And it's got a self-leveling technology. You don't have to brush it too much. You apply it and then you just watch the coating go around the area.
Right. But if somebody does make a mistake, say a janitor or whatever, and they're cleaning it with the wrong stuff, and now you've got, let's say, 100 feet of handrail, that would it start to discolor? Would it, I mean, would you notice it? They did something wrong?
I would think that you would see a discoloration between the stainless steel, which our stainless steel is a 240 grain, and then the finish. So you should be able to physically see it, but you'd have to look pretty close because it is a crystal clear coating.
I get you.
So, and then Drew, you guys sell just the coating products. So if you did have the handrail that had a portion of it removed, you would be able to just put the coating over that particular portion if the
Correct.
The kit
Correct.
that came wasn't enough to fulfill the need.
Correct. Or you wanted to coat a handrail that's already in place.
Right.
Right. We initially don't want to come out there with pints and gallons of the stuff. You know, we were just going to do touch-up kits, but we would deal with each one of those on a one-off basis and make sure that we give them proper instructions on how to apply it, what the temperatures need to be, all the ins and outs that the university says has to be there for it to work correctly.
So how would you determine if the coating, somebody had cleaned it? How would you determine if it was still usable?
That would, again, great question. We'll have to see, because I haven't seen it. I haven't seen a test out of Italy that actually says, here's what it looks like with it. But I'm going to write that note down and say, hey guys, let's create a video of us using an acidic based cleaner and what the telltale signs are, what we can look for on that.
Super.
So,
All right, man, thanks.
yeah, no worries.
Drew, we have another question that's come in that says, any word on the different finishes besides stainless? Could this also be used on polished stainless and keep the same finish?
Yes, it can be used. It is a clear finish. And again, back to the point in the presentation, it can be applied to just about any metal surface. So, what I can't answer is that a painted surface or just a straight metal contact, right? Because again, the technology is there to bond into the pores of the metal. So I don't think it'd be a good idea to put it on a painted or a powder coated surface. But yeah.
Great, thank you. Well, thank you guys for being here. We'll see you guys next time. Have a great day.
Yep.